Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. In this video, we're going to talk about unconventional red flags that people ignore, that they don't even realize are red flags. The first one that I'm going to talk about is when an individual is not happy with their job, like they're not grateful for the job that they have. Sorry, I was a little bit out of breath, but here's what I mean by that. Let's say an individual is working at a job and that job funds their lifestyle. They're able to afford the things that they have because of their job, but yet they're always complaining about how much they hate their job, how they want to leave their job. Not seeing the value in their job is a red flag, because if an individual cannot see the value in the things that is providing in every area of their life, they're not going to be able to see the value that you are going to provide into their life. Your job, even if your job is paying your bills, even if it's not where you want to be long term, you should recognize that and be grateful for that. You can strive for huge dreams and goals. You can have a huge vision in life, but you still have to be grateful throughout every single step of the journey. So, like I said, if you're with someone and they're ungrateful for the things that they have in life, you should not be with them. That is a huge red flag, and I promise you it's going to come back and haunt you in the end. A second red flag that a lot of people tend to ignore is if an individual, how, okay, let me say this. If an individual is extremely touchy with you on the first date, let's say you go on a date with a guy and the date is going well, but he keeps like touching you and trying to feel on you, he's trying to like kiss you, whatever. It's showing you that he does not respect or value you, because an individual who respects and values you will be so careful with the way that they're acting. They'll be intentional with the way they're acting because they do not want to lose you. They want to make a great first impression. Let's say that you really want a job, right? You really, really, really want a job, and you go to the interview. When you go to the interview, you dress well, you're prepared for that interview because you want that job. So you're worth more than an interview if an individual is meeting you and they're not dressed for the job, if they're not acting in ways that are presentable, if they're too touching feeling, they do not care about the impression that they are making to you, because they're simply communicating to you with their actions that they do not value you. That is a huge red flag. You want a relationship with an individual who recognizes and sees your value and your worth immediately, that they don't want to do anything that could jeopardize the way that you view them, or that would jeopardize the impression that, or the way that you perceive them as. Another red flag in relationships if is when you guys don't share the same religious values. I know a lot of people aren't religious, but let's say if you share a particular religion, you should only be with individuals from that same religion, because the idea of a relationship is that the end goal is marriage. So why would you start off wrong? Why would you start off with someone who does not share the same religious beliefs as you? You guys are not going to be united because you guys have different opposing beliefs and views. You always want to make sure that the structure that you're building a home is with the right foundation. You being one religion and someone else being another religion is like you're building a house on two different foundations and two different materials. When storm comes, it's not going to be able to withhold or withstand that storm because it's not united, it's not blended. But when you guys are sharing the same religious and moral values, you're building your house of marriage, your future, under a solid foundation. Okay, now lastly, a huge red flag that people don't even realize is a red flag is an individual that is insecure and is not okay with the person that they are in this moment. Like I said earlier, it's okay to have dreams and goals. You should be able to love yourself throughout every single step of the journey while still wanting more for yourself. An insecure individual, you should not be with someone that's insecure. This is why I always say you have to love yourself first. You have to be so fulfilled in yourself before you're looking for a partner. You cannot be with someone that's insecure. That is a huge red flag. It's a huge red flag, and it's going to come back and haunt you in the end. Good rule of thumb in red flags is how one person does one thing is how they do everything. So I gave the example of the job. Another example is if someone cheats, like if they're cheating on something that's so small, you should not be with someone who's cheating. You should not want to be with anyone who cheats, because the principle behind their action is still the same. So if they can cheat on something that's like a material, it doesn't have to be an individual. Chances are down the line they may cheat on you. You have to pay attention to the red flags. You shouldn't only pay attention to how an individual is treating you, but you should pay attention to the way that they are building their life. Is their life being built on ethical values or immoral values? That will tell you if they are the individual that you should be into a relationship with. I hope this video helps. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to share. And sorry for the quality. Like I said, I'm making this video on my computer. I just want to use this opportunity to talk to you guys like we're on FaceTime. But I hope you guys love the videos. Thank you. Bye. Also, oh my goodness, the link is in my description to order my book and to book a consultation with me is in the description of this video. Bye, guys.